All right. So I told my man a couple days ago I was gonna go ahead on and start doing the practice videos again to show you guys. And spirit's been all over me saying like, stop trying to wait till everything completely lines up and then go ahead and start now while it's messy, so they can see the humble beginnings walking all the way up the staircase. So here we go. Let's get into it. We already done started videos today, so if you missed the morning prayer, go check it out. I already did the morning prayer. It's a short. Mostly it's a short. If God got me in there a little lengthy, or I done got myself in there a little lengthy, sometimes it turns into a video. But let's go ahead and begin. The first step to the practice, like most people, including Judge Mathis says, the first start of your recovery when you have any type of addiction is the step of just admitting the fact that you have an addiction. Well, the same thing goes when it comes down to the practice. I'm going to have all these little steps that you and I, in order to keep us accountable, are going to have to go through before we ever have our first real session of the practice. But the real session starting with us is going to be this. When I first started doing the practice, the first thing that I have to admit to myself, like I just said, is there's a problem. Like, I use the practice every day of my life, all throughout the day of my life, because it is a lifestyle, which is why I named it the practice in the first place, because it's a lifestyle. This is not something where you get into it and, oh, you get a little bit of results, you get a little taste of results, or you get to your first milestone and then you just stop. I'm using this to change my life, and I'm going to keep using this to continue changing my life. Let me take my glasses off because I can't stand when I got like a little echo in my eyeballs while I'm trying to look at y'all. But anyway, let's get into it. First step to it is admitting I have a problem. And you do. You have a problem because something is jumping at you. Whether you are in the best of spirits and everything is going awesome and great, but you just want to get more awesome and more greater, or you are not in the best of circumstances and now you ready for a change. It's time for a change, like President Obama said years ago when he first jumped into office, or when he was on his way into office. It's time for a change. That's literally your mantle when you start to practice. You are coming in and you're admitting to yourself, and as your coach, you are admitting to me, and as the covering for both of us, you are admitting to God, because this is a God Christian based business. You are saying, I don't like what my life looks like right now. Like, whatever is going on in it that I don't like it. I don't like what my health is. If I'm on a whole medicine bag, I got literally a medicine bag that I have to take rigorously and I've got to take seriously every day. I don't like that I got to take each one of these pills every day. I don't like that I am overweight or underweight. I don't have energy. I don't have muscle mass. I have a fupa. I want to have a fupa. I have too many muscles, so I'm exercising too much. Or I don't have any muscles because I'm not exercising at all. Mentally, I'm all over the place. Like, I'm here, there, everywhere, and I'm just constantly collapsing every single day, all throughout the day. I don't know if I'm coming or going. So mentally, I'm just not right. 1 minute I'm happy, 1 minute I'm sad. 1 minute I'm mad, then I'm glad. 1 second I'm laughing, 1 second later I'm crying. Mentally, you just not right. When it comes down to, so we did health, your wealth. You don't like what your money looks like. You don't like being in poverty, scarcity, or lack. Or you don't like getting huge windfalls and having that money drain out just as fast as it pours in. You don't like what you do. Like, I don't like going to work every day. I don't like working for a boss. I don't like having to work these many hours. I don't like these mandatory overtimes. I don't like what my business looks like. Like, I got a business, it's successful. I help myself with my product and my service, because I use and I stand firm on down on 10 toes with all my products and services. But as far as me selling, I might sell it to people. I may even be giving it away to people, or I may not even be in a position to give it away to people. I don't have no savings. I don't have no check-ins. I don't have no mad money. Some people call it a rainy day fund. I've done a video and I'll do many more about why that's not a smart idea. But a mad money account, I don't have that. No investments, no assets, nothing that takes care of me. Everything, anything that's got anything to do with money, I gotta work for it as opposed to my money working for me. Happiness. I'm not happy. Like, I don't have nothing. I don't feel like I have nothing to be happy about, or I have everything and I'm still just not happy. I'm single and I'm not happy. I'm in a relationship and I'm not happy. I'm married and I'm not happy. I got a lot of children's moms or children's fathers. I'm not happy. I haven't had SEX in quite some time, or I'm having a whole lot of SEX, but I'm not getting any fulfillment out of it. I don't have companionship. I don't have a healthy relationship with my mother, with my father, with the people connected to my mother and father, my sisters, cousins, grandmas, aunties, big mamas, and big daddies. I don't have healthy friendships. I don't have healthy companionship. I don't have aces or associates. I don't have nowhere I hang out. Like, are you getting the point where I'm going? Knocking out each one. Health, wealth, happiness. I'm not successful. I may have had a lot of successes in life, but I'm not where I desire to be successfully. I haven't hit that mark where I can stand up proud with my shoulders slumped back and my head held high, and comfort and peace, ease, flow, joy, and glory, and say, I'm successful. Love. I don't have love in my life. I don't have self-love, first and foremost. I don't feel like I'm receiving God's love. I don't feel like I'm receiving love outside myself. I don't feel like I have love on the inside of myself. And what you believe is so screwed up. Everything you truly believe in and you believe about, everything that you think, everything that you feel, it's just not getting you nowhere fast. And you don't like what you believe, and you don't like your reality mirroring back to you everything that you believe. In your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul, you just not aligned. You just not ascending. You're not rising higher. You're not at a place of peace. You don't have peace in your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. You have solved those things for yourself. This is just a template. These things are what we work on in the practice. They are just a template. But any of those things that if I had up there, agree or disagree, and you could go down the line and say disagree on any of them, on all of them, that's the first step in the practice. You simply looking at all of that stuff, not hiding from it, not believing you're going to fall into a billion pieces if you take a look at it or if you speak it out of your mouth. And a lot of people say, well, I thought you taught motivation. I thought you taught manifestation and alchemy. And I thought you taught having a strong belief system. And I thought you taught being Miss Positive and that everything that proceeds out your mouth is going to show up in your reality. Where in reality, baby girl, boo thing, whatever you want me to call you, sweetie, you speaking it out your mouth ain't going to make it worse and make it happen no less and no worse. Because if you have, I agree, as in you agree that all those things are wrong, or I disagree because I don't have all those things, you're at a low vibration right now. So anything you speaking out of your mouth right now ain't gonna change it no different than it already is. It's gonna continue to happen whether you say it or you don't, but you're just having the cojones, you're having the mindset, you're having the intention of admitting to yourself, admitting to God, and admitting to me as your coach that that's how you feel, that's what you think, that's what you believe, that's how your soul and your spirit is leading your body to finally experience and in the moment and accept, and also to speak out truthfully and authentically to yourself. This is what it is. You're not saying this is what I want. You're not saying this is what I want to manifest. You are saying this is what it is. And that's the first step. Because once you tell me that that's what it is, once you say to yourself and acknowledge to yourself that this is what it is, once you say to God and acknowledge to God, I know, I see, I understand, I have become self-aware that that's what it is, boom, bingo, you have began using the practice. That's the first step. Because you have acknowledged that cycle. Now, all three of us can get to work on breaking that cycle, breaking what created that cycle in the first place, which is why I've been saying since I was 16 when truly the practice began, before she even had a name. And yes, she's a she, but before she even had a name, I want to help you figure out how you got to where you are, as in where you came from. I want to help you find out where you are, which is what we just did, finding out where you are. The next step between you and I and God and you with yourself is going to be figuring out, now, where did that come from? Because no matter how it's showing up right now in the now, it came from somewhere. Where it's happening right now, that's not the root, and we got to get to the root. So that, my sweetheart, is the first step. First, we're going to find out what it is. Then we're going to find out where it came from. And in the intermediary, we're also going to figure out, where do you want to go? What is your purpose? What are you really supposed to be doing in your life? What are you supposed to be doing for yourself? What are you supposed to be doing for God? And what you're supposed to be doing for others? And the for others part, that is going to affect your income. That is also going to affect your reality. All three of them are. But that is the first step in the practice.